Photography is a method of recording images by the action of light on a sensitive material. Humans have an obsession for exploring, recording, and expressing the people, places, and things of their life. One summer day in France in 1826, Joseph Niepce took the world's first photograph. It's a photo of some farm buildings and the sky. It took an exposure time of 8 hours. It must have felt like magic. Boulevard du Temple, taken by Louis Daguerre in about 1838, was the first ever photograph of a person. Because exposure time was over 10 minutes long, the city traffic was moving too fast to appear in the image. However, a man in the lower left corner was standing, still getting his boots polished long enough to show up in the picture. Robert Cornelius took this self-portrait in 1839. It is the first photographic portrait image of a human ever produced. Although the first permanent color photograph was of a tartan ribbon taken by James C. Maxwell in 1861, it wasn't until 1935 that the first successfully mass-marketed color still film was introduced as Kodachrome by the Kodak Corporation. Alfred Stieglitz was an American-born photographer who was instrumental over his 50-year career in making photography an acceptable art form alongside painting and sculpture. He experimented in stopping motion. Stieglitz stood for 3 hours in a driving blizzard to get this picture, the motion of a horse-drawn carriage and the wind-whipped snow. In this picture of the terminal, he kept the tones low and contrast to a minimum to emphasize the atmosphere and keep the reality soft and emotional. Deep, dark areas add to the mystery and melancholy of the scene. Stieglitz photographed artist Georgia O'Keeffe, his muse and his wife, obsessively, portraying a wide range of her character, moods, and beauty. Her personality was the crucial element to these photographs. The original Hollywood master photographers used radiant pools of light to create the extraordinary, intense collaborations between the photographer and actor that were, and still are today, even more influential than the movies in setting the standards of beauty. These compelling images, movie people, elicit emotions, communicate a message, and establish a mood and create the persona of the stars in the minds of the viewing public. Ansel Adams, an American photographer, invented the zone system, a technique which allows photographers to translate the light they see into specific densities on negatives and paper, giving them better control over finished photographs. Adams is known for his black and white photographs of California's Yosemite Valley, where he expresses nature's connection to a vast, timeless force. He was a maestro of light and shadow who used his captivating photos to impart enlightenment about the environment. Elevating photography to a fine art, he was able to use it to help save the environment. While the tremendous technical and scientific accomplishments of NASA demonstrate that humans can achieve previously inconceivable feats, it is the recorded images that bring those accomplishments to the general public. In 1968, Earth was photographed from the moon, showing it as the big blue marble we have since referred to it as. This picture of the Earth and Moon in a single frame is the first of its kind ever taken by a spacecraft, recorded September 18, 1977 by NASA's Voyager 1. The spectacular, colorful gaseous arrays of nebulae are a captivating natural work of art, unsurpassed by any human. The lyrical lighting techniques of Annie Leibovitz captivate the viewer with a feeling of personal involvement with the subject, from starlets to soldiers, from soldiers to expressive artists.